Alright, so I am going to kind of run over some nades and some strategies and stuff for Harrington. I will say that I am not the world's expert on nades, Harrington strategy, anything like that. I have been playing Data Feed for quite a bit, so I'll try to help. And this is for kind of some of the new players, like just coming into the league. Maybe you come from Source. Maybe you're just want to play the game, you've never really played the game or need a refresher. This is kind of my idea. I'm just going to kind of give you a rundown on some of the nades. Probably just nades. I don't know if I'm going to go into much tactics or strategy, but I could talk about it. But it's kind of going to be like just kind of off the cuff stuff. So maybe I'll edit it into something better. But in general, down here is long, over here is mid, and over there is mountain. So long is where you'll typically send a couple rifles, maybe one main rifle and one third rifle, or maybe you'll send a third, like a light, just like an MP40 or Thompson. It's long. It's got these like long sight paths for you know, rifles to battle and stuff like that. That's where the spawn comes out of. This is lower connector. This is upper connector. This is long stairs. And we got hole for big window. Sorry, that's big window. This is hole right here. Okay. Call this mound. This is pit. This is like dust 2 long. You got a pit. And then over there would be like bomb site A. Yeah, it's bomb site A. In hole, we have an apartment. Double windows. Barrels. You got this spot people prone in. Don't prone in here. You got this little closet people like to chill in. And people also like to sit here in this little corner. It's got a pretty good angle and stuff. That's long from access side. Typically, people are going to be either here, 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 or down here. And then they can also hide in this little closet area here. This is to escape nades mostly. So say you're pushing up, a nade goes by, you're gonna run up here, hide from the nade, then you can come out blasting. I'll show you where pit goes. People like to chill in pit too. And you can watch big window, you can watch the stairs, you can watch the side, you can it's really hard to hit you out of this spot. It's a hard shot for any of these guys to make. They seem to hit me every time, but that's besides the point. Anyway, you can chill in here, and you can just shoot into window, you can shoot into stairs, you can shoot over here, and some people will just stay here. Sometimes if you steal a sniper rifle, like you go mid real quick and the sniper dies, you can come over here with a sniper and just absolutely dominate people for a while. They can nade here, but you can typically see the nade coming and go hide from the nade, let it explode, and then you can kind of come back and go back to shooting. If you need to, you can come back around here. Careful people sitting there. And this is the hole and apartments. The hole's kind of nice if you like double crouch hop. Maybe I should turn my I'll turn my visualizer for my keyboard on so you guys can see that, because it's pretty cool. You can see what I'm doing here. Alright, you can see I'm crouch hopping. You crouch hop in the window not to make noise. And then as you peek, you can peek big window, you can peek stairs, you can peek the lower apartment connector area. Sorry, lower connector area. There's 2 ways you can go about going to apartments. You can go along this railing. And you can peek out here at the box, upper connector, lower connector. You got all these options. And people don't really expect you to be up here. It's kind of a pain in the ass. If you get over here like this, same thing. You can peek here, you can kill the guy going to the flag, kill the guy going upper connector, kill the guy coming out of lower connector. It's a strong spot. People also like to hide here. This is a hidey spot, don't do that. Okay. So that's the railing. And when you come over for allies side too, this is a really strong spot because this is the only place people are coming from, or they can jump up to this ledge. So you got 2 spots. When you push down, you have a shot at these double windows, and they can't really see you through the tree, but if you're paying attention, you can kind of see them a little bit, not too much. But you really can see people down here, and they have a hard time seeing you, so you can be looking through the sprites and shoot people going to the flag. This is a strong spot. Push down apartments. People will crouch down this to not make so much noise. They'll just be like creeping along, creeping along, creeping along, creeping along. Kill the guy that's peeking big window. And then you got a good shot at the box. You can hop out, kill lower connector, and you can go and grab this flag. Once you have this flag, there's a few places you can go and chill too. You can hide over here in this corner. This is a good spot. You can watch upper apartments. You can peek out here. Sorry, upper connector. You can go over here. This is kind of it's a scary spot. It's a ninja spot if you don't cap the flag and you chill here. Most people won't peek it if you don't cap this flag, because they just don't expect you to be there. So you can kind of ninja there a little bit. Another good spot to chill is this spot right here. This is kind of a hard shot, but it's totally makeable. So if someone comes out from this little connector area, this is their spawn. You can kill them here. And then you can go over here, peek lower and peek upper. So you can abuse the spot. The bad thing about this spot is that everybody nades it. People are either going to come out of here and they're going to throw a grenade against this back wall right about here, or they're going to throw a grenade and it's going to bounce off and be kind of over in this area. Either, like, you'll survive this nade, but it'll hurt you. This nade will kill you, and it's kind of hard to see. Another good spot to hold the second is to back off over here at this corner. Again, you get naded sometimes, but you can run over to the little the Heidi stairs closet area. Like a mid closet. Yeah, I don't know what to call it. I'm sure there's a name for it, but I just call it a closet. I call that a closet. This is a closet. Anyway, you can hold it from here, peek here, and peek here. These are the three spots they're going to come from. Typically, you'd want to throw a grenade right there, and that's about it. You can also throw a grenade up here, and it'll bank down there. That's a pretty good spot, but really they're going to come from in this area right here, so that's where your nade's going to want to go. And that's it. You just sit there and hold it. You can push up to this spot. It's less protected. You can't really get away from people very well, but it's a good spot. People don't really expect it too much. You shoot a person here. You shoot the guy here. This is a hard angle to hold. When they come out of spawn, they look right here, and I have a hard time. It's less than 50-50 for me getting this kill. They just peek and see you before you really see them, even if you're holding the angle. This is a good spot to try to hold double doors, and this is their one. This goes to their first flag. I'll show you in a second. And this is their spawn where they kind of come out of. You can kind of see it, like that's the spawn area. So lower connector is a good spot to chill in, but just keep in mind that they do like to bounce nades off this. It goes tink, and it goes right into this corner and kills you. So you only want to go here if they don't expect you to be here. Otherwise it's pretty dangerous. So another spot you can push to that people do a lot is in this corner over here. And the reason why this corner is strong is because they're going to pile out of this, and you can just mow them down, particularly if you have an automatic weapon. Sometimes they come out of here. Not too many people do that, but this is a way to go, and sometimes it'll happen. But you'll see them coming. You can just mow them down here, mow them down here. What's nice is it's protected from this spawn right here. They come out of here. You can also hide here and just hope no one spawns behind you. They do sometimes, but this is a good spot to kill the guys coming out of the spawn here. If you go up into this area too, this is a good holding position. You can hold, if you're access and you get this far, you can hold the allies coming out of their spawn to go into double doors, boom, and they'll also come down from this spawn. Easy to kill them, and then you can go up into the hole at the first. The hole? This is window. Mountain window. Bridge, and then this is our first flag. Doot! If you're gonna hold the first flag, this is my favorite spot to sit. Jules killed me here about a bajillion times, so then I started copying him, and it's a really strong spot. They're gonna come over here usually. You just mow them down here, and then they'll come to this window, and you can kind of move down here and be hidden from these guys, and you can kill them in the window. They will try to nade you. You just kind of have to dodge it and get out of the way. This is a good spot to ninja. So that's... I got a little sidetracked from long, I think. Let's see, let's go back. People like to, allies like to sit here sometimes, because as they come around the corner, it's really hard to see their heads, and you can just kill people. So, I'll go over allies spawners in a second. So that's long. Let me see. So a typical long run for me, it goes like this. I'll show you guys in a second here, once I spawn. So let's say off of initial, we just spawned in. You're gonna come out here. I like to sprint, and then crouch, sprint, tap, crouch, sprint, tap, crouch. Okay, but before I get there, I'm gonna load up a grenade kind of early. Like I'm gonna load up a grenade here at the, and then I'm gonna toss it short. Because if people are hyper aggressive, they'll push up to about here, roughly in this area, about when you're peeking that right there. So just the way the timing works out, if they really sprint, what they'll do, and I'll show you this on the ally side, but they'll come out of here, hop down, sprint around the corner, and they'll, like I said, they'll be about here by the time you're about here. And like what I do, well, I'll show you that when I get to ally side. So I throw the grenade short. Then you got a couple cool grenades over here. So if you bank a grenade off this window or this little slant, you just make it right over the top of there. This will go to double doors, and this will go in front of white stairs. So here, I'll throw one. So if you go like that, I don't think that made it over. You have to get a better angle than the one I just threw at. I'll try to do it. No. Okay. Alright, let's get it over. Let's get it over. Okay, so you come over here, and you go at like an angle like that. Boom. Okay, we'll see if that goes over. The other one I do is I line up over here, and I throw right over the top of that. And then if they do it right, they're not 100% grenades by any means, but when you get them off, they feel real good. Man, I'm not making any of these. This is a terrible video. We're gonna get them. Oh, it's the wrong. Okay, whatever. Well, anyway, it'll go over the top over here, which is kind of cool. Ally side, if you're going long, you're gonna come out here, and people will ninja here. That's an annoying spot. When you peek here, people will be here, here, here. This is most likely, most likely, most likely, less likely, less likely, and less likely. Okay. People could also be chilling there, being lower connector, and they could also be peeking upper connector like this. So this is a really tough spot to come out of a lot of the times. You have to peek it, crouch peek it, peek, and then you're free. So you want to do a lot of like little small peeks, like 1, 2, 3, and then peek. So you want to peek the angles. You know, you gotta, what's it called? Pie? Split the pie. You gotta cut the pie. Split the pie. Off of initial, if you want to rush, you come this way. So you rush, you prime a nade, and you throw it into the window, and it'll bounce off the window onto the flag. Boom. So that's a great nade for killing people camping their flag. I do this all the time. Once they hear it bounce off here, they'll usually sprint forward into this area, and you can just gun them down. It's very fun. Otherwise, if you're going to be holding long, you're going to want to peek either down here like this, and you just got to peek and shoot that way, or you're going to come up here and peek. And you can kind of like play this window. You can kind of come over here and just peek the head. I like to play back a little bit just because I like to see the full body. That's basically it. Pushing long's kind of fun for me. You gotta be careful there. Like I said, you throw the nade off the window, it goes into the cap zone. People are gonna camp here. People are gonna camp here, and then as soon as you peek a little bit, you see this little sliver. So they'll see you right there as soon as you come out and peek, and you can just like do a little cheater peek. That's too big. Boop, boop. just to get an idea if they're there or not. But people like to chill right there. Less likely people will be here. And then another spot people are pretty consistently is this corner. That's why that nade is so nice, because it just doop, 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 and blows up in their face. Some people will prone here. You got to be kind of careful of that. Don't do that. Don't prone there. And then ways to hold the flag. You can either hold the flag here, although I don't like this angle because people expect you to be here. And if people expect you to be there, they're going to pre-aim, and it's tough to deal with that. So I don't like to chill here, although sometimes I do. I like to be more on this side of the flag so that people will see the flag. They don't see a person, so they tend to want to sprint towards the flag, especially if they're desperate to get it. They're down 4 flags. They're just holding their one. They'll sprint for the flag, easy kill. And if not, they're gonna peek you. They don't know exactly where you are. So chilling on this mound is a good idea. You can also chill in the pit, but you're not gonna see the flag by the time they get there. But you can listen and then peek out. You can sit in this corner right here, but people kind of expect you to be there as well. So it's a way to hold it, but it's not the greatest. I will come real close like this, and I'll just listen. And when I hear someone coming for the flag, then I'll peek out and try to get a shot that way. I like playing kind of close like that, and people don't really expect you to just like sprint out here to get the flag. Another thing about being right here is that if you need to dive for the flag, don't bump the wall. But if you need to dive for the flag, you're gonna prone dive and cap the flag. Even if they kill you in that split second, you're still gonna cap the flag. There's not much that they can do about that. So once you're in this position, if like you're down to the last flag, you want to come from this angle. This angle is a little dangerous because they're going to be peeking and throwing nades from here. So you kind of want to get over and then come in with a prone dive. You can also hold the flag in here. I don't like this position too much because I have a hard time hitting this shot to sandbags, and they're going to throw nades in here. So this is a very nadeable area, and you get pinked a lot. But you can come over here. This is not a bad spot. I like to ninja here. So I'll sit here with like a knife and let people run past, and I'll just see how I just have a little bit peeking out like that. And then I see someone run past, then I'm going to turn and knife them in the back, which is a lot of fun. But sandbag's kind of hard to deal with, and again, they're going to be throwing nades this way, so it's not easy to hold in here. People do come up in here like this, and they'll peek out sandbag spawn and try to get some kills this way. It's a less, like, it's unlikely people to be here as much, but it's a good spot. And you can just, once they drop out of the sandbag area, you can mow them down that way. Sometimes Axis will jump on this box, so you kind of have to be aware of that too. People don't sit on this box to peek this way. People peek this way. Then you push up to sandbag, and you can hold this angle. My favorite thing to do is to throw a grenade right there. If you throw a grenade right there, and they happen to spawn like a second before it goes off, you can get. I've gotten five team kills. No, five grenade deaths, 5 grenade kills. There we go. I got it. That took me a while. It is 1:15 in the morning. I got like a sudden burst of energy to do this, so I'm just running through it. So if I mess up or whatever, it's really late. But yeah, if you bank a nade off this far wall right here, this corner, it's gonna go into their spawn behind here and blow up and kill a bunch of people, which feels really good when you do it. Other than that, if you chill up here, they're gonna peek, and it's easy to kill, especially if you have a car. You just murder them as they come across, and you can kind of fall back and use this as a shield. Like peek and shoot, peek and shoot, peek and shoot. If you fall back here, they'll have to come into the sandbag area to shoot them. Just be aware that this is a less likely place, but people can go around. So they can go like around this way, and then this is like a little back alley where they can shoot you from. That's basically how I play long on both sides. I just kind of like, it's all about kind of like running around. and peeking angles. You know, you want to peek and get back, peek and get back, peek and get back. Keep splitting the pie, cutting the pie up. I'll show you how I do my initial off of allies, because it's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm pretty good at it. And when you do it right, you can get aggressive, especially if you spawn by this tree. There's like a spawn like right here. If you get this spawn, then you just gotta sprint. And then I'm gonna prime a nade about when I fall off the ledge. Then I'm gonna sprint out, aim at the window, and it's gonna murder people over here. So if you do it right, it'll kind of like airburst at the arch, and it'll kill people on both sides of it. But more than likely, they're just not ready for you to be here, just wreaking mayhem. If you do it too many times, people will start going up into the double windows. A lot of people want to throw those grenades, like we talked about, going into mid, so they'll be like priming nades, and you can just murder people real fast. It's fun to do. I don't know. I thoroughly enjoy rushing along like that. Let's see if we can get one of these. Yeah, it didn't feel right either. Yeah, it's kind of like it's getting stuck for some reason. I have to learn that, but there is a way to do it. If you just practice that grenade, it goes over the top of here and lands and like bursts around here in this area. Sometimes it's a great nade. Sometimes you can break mid with it. It's pretty crazy. And then the other nade will come over here and like and land like in this area too. But I haven't been able to make any of them go off. But I'm not the greatest with that nade. But they do exist and you can do them. I promise you that. Okay, let's talk about mid. Harrington is allied sided, so it's a lot easier to peek mid on allies. Although the car is a great advantage long, and you can really destroy people long, peeking mid, you're basically funneled into one of two spots. You're gonna peek this way, and people are gonna be so many places. Like they could be here, they could be here. They could be in this corner. They could be behind these sprites. You can't even see their heads. Even if they're not in the sprites, they're in this corner, they're in that corner, they're running this way, or there's a sniper. You can barely see it, but the double doors is open right there. So you constantly have to like... Well, also people could be up here on the ladder. So as you're coming into this corner, you gotta peek. Like, are people? No, there's no people. Peek this way, peek this way, peek this way, peek this way, peek, 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 peek. Now they could be upper connector in two spots, so they could be in this doorway, and they could be in this little window. And then they could either be down here, this is lower mid house and upper mid house, then they got a window and a door. And then people could also chill over here in this corner a lot, in this area. So there's just like a ton of spots, and then people will prone and be in all of this area inside these sprites. And you can see it's kind of hard to see through the sprites. But if I go over here, watch this. If I'm like sitting right up to the sprites, I can see pretty good through them. You can see like little areas where you'll see the people, even if you just see a little dark spot or whatever. But you know, if someone's sitting behind there, you just can't see it. All of a sudden, you're just getting shot, and you just have to kind of take a peek. It's not easy. Take a shot. A couple nades you can do. One of the nades, you throw it against this top wall, hits this bracket, and will come over here in this area. And it can kind of help get this guy in the corner. It's not the most reliable thing, but just like that. And then another nade is you bounce it off over here. Now, I don't know exactly the angle, but you bounce it off this rock somewhere, and it kind of goes over in this area right here, which is great for when people are capping the mid cap. So just kind of like bank it off there, boom, it goes over the top, and oh, see, that's not a great nade. You want it to go in there. So I gotta practice this myself. Let's do it. Let's find out where it is. So that was kind of high. Let's go low next time and see what's up with that. When you're going mid, you kind of have to worry a little bit about long, and you should be just communicating with your team. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, so you want to go low. So you go kind of low on this guy, and then it'll bounce in, and this is going to kill anybody in this area trying to cap. They'll like be prone over here so that they get away from the ladder, and they also be prone over here. But it'll take out people over on this side, which is great. Another nade that I throw off of initial typically is I'll just try to really quickly throw it this way. Just into space, basically. And I want it to land as close to the double door as I can get it. That was not the greatest nade. But you want to kind of hit... Oh, that was a great nade. I take it back. I take back everything I say. So this is going to kill your sniper that's peeking. Because they're going to peek ladder, and then they're going to slowly peek this way. Maybe they're up here and they're peeking like this. So off initial, if you throw it here, it's going to kill the sniper that's chilling back here. And that's huge. So usually off of initial... I'll show you my initial push here. It depends on how aggressive I'm feeling too. Sometimes I push in, sometimes I don't push in. They're also going to be throwing nades that, depending on where they... I'll prime it about the corner, and then I just let go, kind of pointing at them. I try to get away, because now there's nades going to be rushing in. Hopefully you kill a sniper, but there's going to be a rifle pushed into here, and they throw a really fucking solid nade that it bounces on this thing, comes up here, and explodes, airbursts right here. So if you're anywhere near this area, off of initial, just depending on the timing of the two people, the allies or versus you, you kind of explode, which is bad. Which is bad. Other than that, you can kind of throw nades up there and into here. I mean, you just have to peek it. It's really dangerous. It's better to shoot them. Shoot them out of it. So it's hard. It's hard because you have to peek everything. You go 1, you go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 peeking spots. This is just a rough place to be. Some people get over here, but you basically get caught over here, and you have nowhere to go. Like, you're stuck. This is a wall, that's a wall, there's nowhere to go. So once you're here, they know you're here, and you're stuck there. There's nothing to do. You can toss that same grenade that bounces off here, and it'll take out the person who's hiding over here. People will hide down here a lot. They'll just like sit here, wait for you to push into cap, and then once you're trying to cap, they'll just like kill you. So this is a good spot. You can kind of do that same nade. Like that. That one probably wouldn't have done it, but yeah, it's maybe not a great nade, but you know, you can experiment with it and see if you can get an angle that kind of comes that way a little bit more. So once I get in here, I do a couple things. If I'm feeling my car shot, I'll stand here and try to kill the snipers that are coming in. But if I'm not feeling it, then I'm gonna hide. And I'm gonna hide like here. Maybe I'll peek upper connector, or I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna peek the ladder. So I'm hidden from upper connector, I'm hidden from the double doors, and I can sit here while we're capping the second, and I can be watching the ladder. And the heavy's gonna come over here. Sometimes a rifle comes over there. It can be pretty rough. So I like to sit here and watch my back. And then from there, you just kind of get up and you move. So again, you have a lot of places to peek from this position. It's hard. This is a difficult route to play, in my opinion. You can come over here, and then, oh, is it in here? Yeah, in here. You can kind of kill this guy. You can kill the upper connector guy. You can come over here and just kind of like wait for them, kill them, kill them. You can come up here. This is a great spot. They kind of suspect that you're here. This is a really strong spot. So every time they come out here, they're looking at this exact line of sight. Sometimes I'd listen and wait for them to peek, and then I'm going to peek out and shoot. So you wait for them to be coming in. They throw a grenade, and then they come out into that the double door area. Then you peek, shoot. You can come over here, peek and shoot, and peek and shoot. And a lot of people will just sit in mid-house. You have shots on the ladder, you have shots on the double doors, you have shots on the upper connector. You can come down here, same thing, shots on the ladder, shots on white stairs, shots on double door. This is a really strong spot to be. Some people will come over here, and this is a good spot too, because you can get upper connector pretty good, and then you can peek the double door really well too. It's susceptible to nades, but sometimes people don't suspect people are here for some reason, even though it's a really common spot, especially if they're just chilling, and then when they come over, kill them. This also is protected mostly from ladder. They have to peek out on top of this ledge to see you. But like I said, most people suspect people are here, so I don't know. But it's a good spot. Peek upper connector, peek double doors. Okay. Ninja spot, knife spot right here. You just chill. They'll throw grenades in. They'll come in. They'll be looking there and there and there and there. And you can come and, you know, knife them or shoot them in the back. And then you can pull into here. For here, you want to peek up here. And then people can be lower connector. And this is their spawn. So if you could launch a grenade in there. Or you can throw a grenade off this wall. Boom, boom. It bounces in. And then you can go to the spot I talked about earlier, this corner. You can go lower connector to long. You like lower connector and peek this area, kill these guys, help connect, help get the second flag. Also, after you catch mid, you can come up to upper connector. You peek here. Some people jump onto this. And you peek this way. There's people could be watching from here, here, and here. And then people can also be against this wall. This is one of my favorite spots to watch the two from, because I can. People don't like when I'm peeking this. It's not the first thing I think of to look over here. So I'm looking up here and here and here, and then as I'm here, I can hear the person in upper connector. I'm watching the long push. I'm watching the long push on the flag, and then I can boom kill the person in upper connector, push in, get control of mid again. Which is not easy. This is a nice spot. It's kind of hard to hit people out of too. You can just kind of chill out there. That's basically it. You kind of have to make your choices based on how strong your rifles or heavies are. So for me, I typically go up to upper connector and I start working the two. You can hold people off over here really easy. So as they come in, you shoot them. And you can take over the 2 flag for victory. But maybe your heavies are having problems. You know, maybe they're struggling to cap the 1. So you deal with people here, then you come over here, you deal with people, boom, boom, boom. You push in. You might take over, kill, kill. People chilling here, kill. People will be under here, kill. And people will be back there. Sometimes over here as well. So people like to chill over here by this like water wheel, but easy to cap the first. You know, it just depends on what's needed at the moment. So after you cap mid, you kind of have to assess, like, do the heavies need help? Do the rifles need help? And you go either way. Sniper will tend to sit here in mid house and just hold mid. Like, sniper's job is typically just to hold mid and keep it on lockdown. So you'll see snipers chill here. You'll see snipers chill here. Mainly snipers will be up here because they can catch people going to the 1. They can catch people coming on double doors. They can catch people in upper con, double doors, ladder. It's real strong to just keep a sniper in mid house. That's basically it for Axis side. So let's go switch over to Allies side. So off of initial, I'll show you the nade that I try to get off. I'm really bad at it though, but I'm going to prime it at the door. I'm going to step in. I'm going to look up and toss it, so I'm landing right at the top of this little ramp. And what this ramp does is it shoots the nade up and over, and then the sniper and rifle that are coming over here to peek just get obliterated. It's a really gnarly nade. I'm not great at it, not by a long shot. I miss it a lot, which is a bummer. And sometimes I'll just throw it straight out, but maybe even prime it earlier. So like I missed that one. And what sucks about missing it is that it doesn't bounce over this little lip. This is designed to hold grenades. So if it bounces here, it gets stuck. And typically the rifle and sniper are not going to peek right there. They're not going to be inside to get killed. So I'll show you that nade again. So you just want to hit, like, you know, somewhere in the base of this little ramp. It's going to pop up and explode right there. No, missed it again. I'm bad at it. I'm legitimate. I don't throw this nade too much. I'll show you what I do. I tend to just kind of rush in, and I'll throw it really high, and I'm just trying to get it over. But I don't even think I did that time either. No, I did it. Oh, no. Nope, it still hit there. Some of the stuff I'm not very skilled at, I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm not that good at the game either. But I've been doing this for a long time, so I understand the basics. Like, there's people that can show you this grenade a lot better than me. I just can't hit it. Save my life. This is embarrassing on a how-to video. There we go. Boom. And then it air bursts right as I'm coming around the corner. This is a super strong nade. So you're really trying to hit this spot, and you know, your own skill level is going to determine if you can or not. You see me fuck it up half the time, but hits here and it goes over the top. You could also try to land the grenade here instead of inside. You can land it on this brick and it'll kind of come off into this area. You just want the nade here because, like I said, the sniper and the rifle are going to be peeking that area. There's other spots that they can peek. The sniper or rifle will sometimes go to this railing. There's like a little bit of an apartment that leads to that railing. And then also the ladder. So just spots to peek as you're coming in. Maybe not off of initial, but if, you know, let's say the game's been going on for a little bit, people will sit at this ladder. People will sit kind of down here in the sprites. People will sit, this is right white stairs and left white stairs. You got this little closet over here in the corner. You got this little corner underneath the lower mid house. Then this corner in lower mid house. They also sit here. They'll also sit in this window, sometimes here, sometimes up here, sometimes here. Also over here, they'll be chilling over here. So there's lots of spots that you have to look for. Like I said, I think mid is the harder route, especially as a rifle. There's just a lot of things going on. There's a lot of possibility for big kills though, which feels really good. It's very chaotic in mid, and that's kind of what makes it fun. So if you're the kind of person who likes to scrap and kind of get in the thick of it, you want to get stuck in, this is mid's for you. You know, long is a more traditional rifle route, whereas mid is just harder, but fun. I like going mid personally. So when I peek this, I peek the ladder first. I try to peek in here. Then I'm going to peek over here, this little tree area right behind there. It's kind of hard to see, but that area right there, the sniper will chill in. And then the sniper will chill over here too. But you have to kind of like just get a gauge for it. And then you come over here and you can peek where you think people are going to be. People like to chill right there, and people like to chill right there. So as you come around, you're like, hup, hup. And then look, you pop heads, pop heads, pop heads, pop heads, pop other heads. And then you can push in. You know, all the same things apply. Like, you can be down here, you can look up here, and you can spam this door. People are going to be left white a lot. People are going to be ladder a lot. You can come up here and you can harass the heavies. Heavies will like to chill here, up here, here, this kind of area. This is called L. This little L-shaped bracket to it. I'll show you in a little bit. But that's L. This is ladder, mid. Right white, left white, balcony or railing. This is called tree. This is called new house or upper connector. New house for old school players, upper connector for everybody else. The Euros call it upper link, and this is also a good spot to play mid from, which I'll show you in a bit. So, upper link is great to go to. Upper connector, new house, however you want to call it. You'll find that in DoD lots of places have multiple names, which makes it all the more confusing, but we have a lot of cultures smashed together, so it happens. You always want to split the pie. So you peek, peek, peek. Same thing. When you come over here, if you just come out this way, you're going to get murderated by the sniper, or heavies and rifles can chill over here. It's behind this tree is ladder. So as you come over here, you know, sometimes what I'll go is I'll go peek right mid, and then I'll peek ladder. I barely ever see anything and get shot through there, so I don't know what I'm looking for, but just a dark spot somewhere. Then you peek over here and you see if the sniper's here or here, and then you peek over here, see if the rifle or sniper's there, and they can also be in this area, or up here. Okay, so this is a great spot to kind of hold it. Hold mid, or at least get a pick before you move in. And then you do your thing. You go mid. I like to chill in the sprites because I'm an asshole, and that's just what I do. You can also jump into here. This is a terrible spot, but people hold it. Any of the sprites are good to kind of chill in and wait for people. Oh my god, I didn't make it. So after capping, you're gonna push one of two ways. You're either gonna, well, three ways. You can hold inside here somewhere. So you hold in mid house. You hold. Some people just like to chill over here and wait for people to push in, and wait for people to push in. I'm not like that. I like to push through. And usually when you cap mid, you're gonna have one person sitting here, shooting people and keeping them at bay, so that the two people can cap. So it usually takes 3 to cap mid. And, you know, you want your heavies also to be controlling ladder. So you control ladder, you control white stairs, it's easy to cap mid. Otherwise, you're just kind of forcing it, and it can work, or you can both get blown up, and then they have mid control again. So sometimes it's better just to hold mid for a little bit, until someone can come and hold white stairs, until someone can make sure that that ladder is covered before you start capping. So it takes, you know, it takes a village. But anyway, after you cap, you push up here. Remember, people can be balcony, they can be tree, and then there's going to be people, they're going to be this way off of their spawn, or they're going to be chilling off of their 2, or in this corner. This corner is pretty rare, but usually people are somewhere over here. And this is the sandbag area. So I like to sit like right here, especially if they don't know I'm here. I'll just chill here, hope I don't get naded, and then when people come out, you bop heads. It's pretty easy to shoot people in the head here because that's all that you can see. This is a harder shot, but you can see just the very tip of their head when they come around to tree. So you sit there and you bop that. And then you can do all the normal stuff, like I said earlier, where you come over and you throw that into the spawn, and it blows up as they spawn, get 5 kills. It's very cool. Okay, so that's it. So once you get mid, usually someone's going to come over here and just hold down the sandbags. You're going to be able to cap the 2, or at least the long team will be able to cap the 2, and you just kind of hold stuff down. Now you can also come up ladder. People do these kind of cool trick shots where they come up this way. I don't really understand how, but anyway, you can kind of shoot up the ladder like this. You're still pretty accurate while holding yourself up there. But you get up here, people are going to be here, they're going to be down here. This is called mountain pit. This is mountain stairs. This is L. So I typically go to L, and I'll like wait here for people to come, shoot them in the head, but people will be here, and it's hard to see, but right up there, people will be chilling there. And this is the first flag, and that's it. From here, you can shoot people coming out of spawn here. You can come up here, shoot people coming out of spawn here. Some people go to this railing right here, and they'll just sit here and kind of like let you come in, kill you this way. Just all to hold angles. This is also a great spot to throw a nade into their spawn, which is my favorite thing to do. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to that. You just throw into their spawn. One of my favorite things. I don't know why, I just love nading spawn. This is a good ninja spot, and people will hold it kind of back here like this, and shoot people coming into their first, shoot people at trip boxes. People hide in here a lot, so when you come up ladder, it's pretty dangerous. That's it. So you gotta choose once you're in mid, once you cap mid, if you're gonna harass people from white stairs to their sandbags, or if you're gonna go try to cap the first and harass people that way. Either way, pretty effective. It just depends on how your team is doing, and if your long team is destroying long, then, you know, go help mountain. If your mountain team is destroying mountain, go help long. You know, it's pretty easy stuff. And again, I would just recommend the sniper staying in mid, and the sniper can snipe from this door, not only while holding down the white stairs, but they can snipe onto the first flag like this. So they can shoot people here, they shoot people here, shoot people at L. It's very effective, very annoying. They get all sorts of cool angles. Makes it really hard. That's basically it for the Allies side. And for mid, let's see, some other nades you can throw that kind of help you break mid. I didn't go over it all, so I'll go over that. If you just throw a grenade here, I'll show you. If you just sort of prime a nade and you throw it down, it will typically just move its way in to the cap. So you saw like it'll come up all the way into here and explode somewhere in this area. I'm not sure where that nade went, but it exploded somewhere in here. And then you can also bank it off this wall. Like hold it, throw it, and then boom, it explodes. And you gotta hold that one for a little bit. You see, like even then I didn't hold it long enough, it exploded over here. You want to hold it so it air bursts right over this. Very nice. Now, it caps faster than your nade primes, so you have to like prime it before they get on it. Or like you see one person in the cap, you see the little half, one over two. Then you prime your nade and you throw it before they get a second person on it. Because I don't know how many seconds it takes to cap, but it's less than the 5 seconds it takes for your nade to go off. So you got to get nades on it pretty quick. People will call out like nade mid, and you just gotta be on it. Those are the two nades that I know of, including that one. You can obviously throw nades anywhere. You can throw them ladder, you can throw them into mid house, but those are the two tricky nades I know. Oh, I know one more. Well, I'll discuss it as part of. So let's say you're heavy and you're going mountain. There's a nade you can throw over the top of this. Hope that didn't make it. I'm not great with these nades either. But you throw it over this, doot, and then it'll go right into the mid cap. So you can break a mid with a nade from mountain. Let's see if I can get one. Yeah, that went in. Well, it hasn't been showing the marks, but yeah, it'll go right over the top of that and hit the mid cap, which is great. So you definitely want to practice that. Heavy routes. When you come out of spawn, people can be here, people can be here, people can be here, people can be here. This is a nasty spot. People like to chill in the water, but I think you don't have as much accuracy in the water for whatever reason. So I stay away from the water personally. As you peek, there's gonna be people chilling here. People like to sit in this area, and then under here, this is a really gnarly, overpowered spot. And then people kind of like chill in this area too. So people are gonna be holding it from like this angle. You can nade from this big window. So you can come up to this window, shoot it out. You can shoot here, you can shoot here. This is a really strong spot. You can take care of triple boxes, take care of these guys. And you can even see L and ladder area. So this is a strong spot to have. Sometimes rifles will go and try to pick people coming out of mountain, like right up there, and then pick people here. So sometimes setting a rifle mountain is good. Then from bridge, like back here, I can see the entrance of L, and this is called triple boxes. This is bridge. You can also throw a grenade over the top of this guy. So you throw it over the top of that, and then it goes kind of roughly in this area to kill people. And that's a great nade. You can throw it both ways. So I can throw it from here, and then it's going to go over the top into the spawn area, which is great for killing people coming out of spawn. Or if people are camping the triple boxes, you throw it over the top to kill triple boxes. As heavies, you can kind of just chill here, make a pick or two. People might come out of this little area. This is a little like sewers area. It goes to their first, and people will go through there. It's just like a secondary area. And then trip boxes. It's kind of difficult to deal with IMHO. I'm just not good at killing people, but you can kill people here and over there. People jump on the triple boxes. I'm not exactly sure how. There's a way to do it. People do it, but you just want to, like, you know, you can peek triple boxes. People nade here a lot. This is L. This is ladder. One of the heavy's job is to protect the ladder or wait for people to try to cap and then come over here and break the cap. So heavies are really strong on this map because of ladder. You do have to be careful about being peeked. People sit here, they sit up there, they sit in that window. But you break mid, or people come over here to try to cap mid, and then you go over and you break mid. You also have a good shot at double doors. Typically, allies, it's all about holding it, so you can come over here. Oh no, I fell. Oh no, I fell. So you can come up on top of this, and then you can peek this angle. So sniper trying to peek mid, you're just holding this ladder and making sure that their heavies don't break it. Come over to L. We kind of discussed it with the rifle. You cap their one, and then you sit here, kill them there. You can sit here, kill them here. People prone here, don't do that. Come over here, get them coming out. Come in this corner, get them coming out. You can't go further than that, you get killed by the spawn killer thing. People will set up here. Brat. And then, you know, people sit all manner of inside here, like here, so they can kill people here. I don't like this spot because I get killed here all the time. This corner, people sit in this corner a lot. And people will sit here, like murder people here. Murder rate. And then people will prone on the flag, so you can't just jump over the top and cap it. So they'll sitting here like this and just like wrap people from underneath. And that's bouncing. For Axis, or sorry, for allies. I'm not a heavy. I don't know the routes too well. I don't know the nades too well. But that's that. For Axis heavy. You gotta always be worried about people being here, and people being here, and people being here, and people being here. There's all these places people can be. When you go over here, you want to peek up here, peek this corner. People can be up here, and they can be at L. Okay, or you can come up here, peek here, peek here, peek here. Okay, they could be anywhere along this wall, but mostly it's like 1, 2, 3. And then obviously they can be down there. And then this is a good spot too, because you can sit here, and if anyone comes L, you can destroy them there. And then here's where I have a problem. This railing gets in the way, but you can come out here. Like, see, it's just in the fucking way. But kill people there, keep people out trip boxes. Some people prone there. That's terrible. Don't do that. Come down here. You can get people at triple boxes. You can push through this way to L, kill people at trip boxes this way, and then go harass mid. Or you can push lower down here, and this is kind of protected. So you kill people coming out of triple boxes. You kill a sniper if you're lucky, or you can kind of hide over here and play real slow. Some people will creep along here. If I kill 2 or 3 people, and then I'll run through there. If not, it's all about creeping through here. You do make noise in the water, so you gotta be careful of that. And then that's obviously a noise, so you know, you gotta be careful. Once I get to here, I'll typically try to go to this spot that I've talked about before. Hold this down, cap the flag. This is also a good spot where you can murderate people coming from their spawn, and then murderate people coming from their spawn. That's basically it. You hold the 1, you win. See, there's a nade off the top of this. Like that. And it's gonna go up top and kind of into that area. If you airburst it, it's a lot better than letting it go into the water, but pretty strong nade if you throw it right. Again, you can throw over the top of that. And that's basically it. Just like as an overview, the heavy's job is to protect ladder so that they can harass mid or protect mid from being harassed. They get over here and then they hold down the first on either side. The mid crew's job is to hold mid and assist in either of the routes that need assisting. So if your rifles are getting destroyed, you're going to go to the rifle route. If your heavies are getting destroyed, you're going to go the heavy route. So the sniper stays in and tries to protect mid. Sometimes holding mid is your best option because you gain points by holding mid. So whoever controls mid controls this map. And then to control mid, you have to control ladder. That's basically it. So the heavies and the mid team work really well together, and often you'll see heavies come into mid. You'll see the rifles or snipers sometimes go mountain. That's a pretty synergistic 2 routes. And then the long approach, there's 2 ways you can do long. You can send 1 rifle or 2 rifles. I like to send 2 rifles because I think that if you overwhelm them long and harass them long enough, that they'll have to send 2 rifles long. And if you have 2 rifles long, then you have only 2 or 3 people mid instead of up to 4 people, 5 people mid. So I personally like to go with 2 people long. Now, some teams like to send 1 person long, and they'll play a little bit slower. They don't just like peek out to kill people, and they wait to get mid, and then they'll start pushing long. But long is a little bit more solo, a little bit more like lonely, because you're basically just battling the 1 or 2 rifles that go long. And sometimes the sniper will come over here to protect. A really good sniper will chill up here, do battle here, and then let's say the long team goes down, then they rotate over and help the long team from getting destroyed. So I think the sniper battle, the ally sniper battle, is mostly in mid. But then the sniper should also come over here to rotate to long. So that's my 2 cents of it. And a good sniper will rotate long and help long, and it's amazing. When everybody backs each other up, and the team works there, the game really flows really well. It makes it very hard for your opponents to do stuff. If you kind of leave people alone to do their own thing and you don't help them, it's easy for the other team to kind of overwhelm them, and then once they get overwhelmed on this side, that team will flood through this back way and shoot you in the back, and it's horrendous. So you want to help each other out. You want to call when you go down. You want to make rotations. Like, it's okay to leave mid, get a kill here, and then come back over and go back to work. It's a very synergistic game of rotating. So you want to make calls. If you go down, you say where the other person is, you say where you think they're going maybe, and someone's going to fill that role. So someone from another route might rotate over to help you maintain your lane. Oh, there's one more nade I want to show you guys. I forgot about this nade. This is one of my favorites. I shouldn't show you all my favorite nades because then you'll know them really well. But that's life. So something that I do that I think Toxinator taught me is I'm going to prime a nade like here, and then this thick line, I go to the top of that thick line, and it's going to go into the window. Top of this thick line, it's going to go into the window. And if people hide in this window, it just murderates them. And if they get murderated enough in this window, they will not go to that window anymore. And so what you've done is you've effectively canceled out one of the places people can be, so that when you peek, you can peek low instead of high. And then people, especially if you cleared this out, people are either going to be here or here. So when you peek low, it's a lot easier to get a sense of where people are. Boom, boom. Whereas if you peek up, down, down, that's 4 spots that you have to look. But if you throw that nade right there and it goes into the window, they're not going to be there. So then you can peek just the lower. I think it's brilliant. So I send a lot of nades there just to basically condition my opponent to not go in the window. I say that window's mine, my nades are going there, you're going to have to be somewhere else. And then it's easy to find them because I've kind of chosen where they're going to be. And I at least know where they're not. They're not going to be in that window. And that's basically it. People can hide in this crack up here. This is hole, and then this is a little crack. People can hide up there. That's a hard spot to get people out of. Yeah. I can't really think of anything else. I wish I could get these nades down for you, but I can't, so that's that. That's my thoughts on Harrington. I know that's an hour-long video. It's probably too long, but it is what it is, and you know, hopefully I can help you guys at least have some idea of how to play Harrington if you're new to the game. I mean, if you're not new to the game, you don't need any of this fucking advice, because we've played Harrington so many times, you guys. None of these nades should be new, you know. None of these spots should be new. This is all normal stuff, but like I said, there's a lot of new people coming to the game, so I just wanted to make a little video just on how to deal with things and how to peek, how to nade certain spots, kind of the flow of the game, like where you should be looking as you go around. I didn't go into any of the mechanics of how to like sprint or how to throw the nades exactly. I just kind of showed you where the nades go and where to bank them off of, and that there are nades to be thrown there, like set nades. That's Harrington. If you watched an hour-long video, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you had to do that, but it is what it is. And thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see you out there on the servers and get into KTP League, join our Discord, and get in some 12-mans. Like, we're a pretty open community. I mean, people are dicks, but you know, we welcome new people, and no one's angry that, you know, you only get like 3 kills a half or something. You know, like, we're a pretty open community in that regard, in the sense that we would like more people to play with us. You know, the more bodies we have, the better, because that means we have more stuff going on. And I personally really enjoy new people coming into the game, because it's a very fun, very fast-paced game that is, you know, I've played for 20 years or something, probably a little bit less, but not much, and it's very near and dear to my heart. But all right, I'm gonna log off. It's now 2 in the morning, and I gotta get sleep. Not that I have to wake up early. I gotta wake up at like the afternoon, and then 12-man, or actually we got scrims all tomorrow. We got like 3 scrims lined up. We have a bye this week in the league, so we don't even get to play Harrington. But all right, I'm logging off. You guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful day, or whatever you have. Just have a wonderful time. And hopefully, like I said, we'll see you in the next 12-man. Peace!